Hey everybody, so today I'm going to be giving my presentation on the individual social problem I chose to talk about, which is virtual grooming. So to begin, let me just explain what grooming is in general, and no, it's not when you take your dog to get a haircut. Grooming is when someone over the age of 18 slowly manipulates a minor in order to advance with them sexually. So, virtual grooming is obviously the virtual equivalent of that, where a groomer would reach out to a minor over something like social media and message them and gain their trust slowly in order to get what they want. Some of the places where virtual grooming is most common would be apps like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Discord, Snapchat. I'm sure you can see a pattern. Basically, any social media platform that allows for some level of anonymity, which is practically all of them. Now, taking a look at this graph, we can see how over time children's use of social media has increased steadily. This graph only goes up to 2017, but I think it's fair to assume that this number has continued to rise over time. And with 2020 being the year that it was, it's safe to assume that that number has probably spiked higher than it ever has before, with children stuck at home needing to use the internet for the social interaction they crave. It's estimated that 500,000 online predators are active every single day. It's also estimated that about 89% of grooming occurs online as opposed to in person. Oftentimes, the child being groomed believes that they're talking to their boyfriend or girlfriend over the internet, so they can be a little secretive about what's going on. Some of the signs that a child is being groomed include spending a lot of time on the internet and being pretty secretive, of course, hiding their computer screen or mobile phone when someone's near. They might be receiving gifts from unknown people, and they might become unusually quiet or distant lately. While some groomers may be in it just so they can receive inappropriate pictures or videos, others may be in it for far darker reasons, in order to meet the child, to traffic them, or even murder them. Now, hopefully at this point you're starting to wonder to yourself, what can we do? What can be done to prevent a predator from grooming a minor virtually? Well, this is unfortunately a topic that many social media platforms are notoriously silent about, but interestingly, many of them have done something, which is introduce a 13 years old and up age rating for many of their websites. Now, this doesn't solve the problem of grooming between the ages of 13 and 17, but it's at least something. Unfortunately, as I'm sure many of the people listening to this can agree, it doesn't really accomplish anything. I'm sure many of us have probably lied about our age on the internet at some point. Interestingly, and what also makes this social problem such a great one to talk about with our groups, is that this is something that has solutions on multiple levels. For example, this is something that a family could discuss privately with their child, ensuring that they understand the risks and dangers and how to practice safety properly on the internet. But it's also something that could be discussed at a school level. Children in primary schools could be taught in programs about how to avoid grooming online. It could also be discussed at a state level or a federal level, where new laws are introduced and enforced to prevent grooming from happening. Hopefully, this presentation has opened your eyes to the dangers of virtual grooming and why it would be such a great social problem for our groups to tackle. Thanks for watching.